At Kentucky Wesleyan, we offer a core of courses that cover police, courts, and corrections and law. And then students can take other courses of their interests, such as white-collar crime, drugs and crime, courses like this to meet their interest.
When I started out in college, I didn't have a specific major in mind. I wasn't real sure where I wanted to go with my career. I did sign up for a criminal justice class at Wesleyan, and immediately it piqued an interest that I knew was there and that I wanted to develop. So I started taking criminal justice classes. I absolutely loved them, and then criminal justice became my major.
We have graduates all over the United States, ranging from college professors in Kentucky and Texas to lawyers, to police officers, people working in our state and federal prisons, probation and parole, and many other different agencies, from caseworker to counselor. In criminal justice, there is no fixed career path.
Of course, we start out with an intro to criminal justice class, and that was really interesting. It gave you the basics of the criminal justice system, and then other classes that I took, criminal courts, criminal law, criminal procedure classes, juvenile justice classes. There were many classes at Kentucky Wesleyan that I found just really intriguing, interesting, and I think they gave me a basis for my law school career.
At Kentucky Wesleyan, we do a number of things really well. One is that when the student body comes in as freshmen, they're scattered all over the place. And by their senior year, we get everybody up to a certain degree of competence and common knowledge. In the process of doing so, students going to law school learn about briefing cases. They learn about the Socratic method, which prepares them for the classes they're going to take in law school. Kids that are going to graduate school to get their master's or PhD, their senior research paper, taking statistics and research methods prepares them for the work that they do there. For people that are going out in the field, we have a number of courses that have more of a practical and less theoretical base, like criminal investigation, that prepares them for the realities of the job in the real world.
The criminal justice program at Kentucky Wesleyan definitely prepared me for law school. There were many classes that I had at Wesleyan that were a foundation for my law school classes. I believe that Wesleyan gave me a jump start to law school. There were specific things like learning how to brief a case. I learned that at Wesleyan, and when I got to law school, I knew that already, and I knew how to do that. And fellow students, law students, did not have that background, so Wesleyan prepared me for that. The classes that I had at Kentucky Wesleyan were treated in many instances just like a law school classroom. The way the classes were handled, the way the professors taught the classes, your responsibilities for the classes, very similar to what I had in law school. Law school exams. Everyone knows that's been in law school knows that law school exams are difficult. I was taught how to write a law school exam at Kentucky Wesleyan through my classes there in criminal procedure, criminal law. So all of my classes that I had gave me a good foundation for law school.
At Kentucky Wesleyan, all of our classes have a critical thinking component. By that we mean that we take current topics, whatever's happening in the world around you, things that they're familiar with. Most recently, we looked at what happened in Ferguson, Missouri. We looked at how society reacted to the events, how the criminal justice system reacted to the events, and students get a problem and they try to work through it and try to understand how theory and reality can mesh, and this is critical thinking.
I think there were several moments in law school that I realized that Kentucky Wesleyan gave me that jump start into the legal field. The sitting in class and hearing a professor in law school talk about a specific case that I had already talked about at Kentucky Wesleyan with my professors. We had already analyzed that case. We had already discussed it. We had already gone through the details of that case. And that case, that stuck in my mind because I learned that from Wesleyan. And then when I got to law school, I knew about that case. Researching, that was another aspect that I learned at Kentucky Wesleyan that is a huge aspect in law school. And I learned how to research cases at Kentucky Wesleyan. And that was something I already had when I went to law school, and I think it gave me a jump over many of the other fellow law students.
The criminal justice criminology major at Kentucky Wesleyan College is one of the largest majors in the college. It's the largest, one of the largest, because of the popularity of the degree and the utility of the degree, what students can do with it beyond graduation. We do not focus on one career. We focus on a variety of career paths. So based on one's interests, they can design the program via elective courses that will take them to their life goal.
The professors at Wesleyan actually care, I believe, about their students. They care about their success. They care about where they're going to go with their careers after Wesleyan. Whether it was a student, a friend of mine, that wanted to go into law enforcement, the criminal justice professors cared about that student and they wanted to develop their career. And so I would recommend you get that small atmosphere at Wesleyan. The class sizes, for me, that was something that meant a lot to me. You could talk to your professors at Wesleyan, and they actually cared about their students, and they cared about their success after college, and their success in the community.